I really don't want to call a tow truck.
It's crazy to think that we're standing on top of a super massive volcano. You just don't know if they're gonna like come running at you, if they're mad at you. And it's like an ice skating rink.
Well, unfortunately, our diesel leaking issue has gotten significantly worse.
Hey guys, welcome to part 3. Today we're going into Yellowstone, and we got to stay in this beautiful place last night. Nice free campground on forest land.
And the sign said no fees right next to 2 national parks. This park is absolutely spectacular. Neither of us have ever been there, and we're super excited.
I'm excited to see Yellowstone with the hot steaming geysers with all of the white snow around it. It's one of the most impressive parks, I think.
Have you guys ever been to Yellowstone in the winter? What was your experience? Let us know in the comments.
The weather seems to have cleared up. There's no real major clouds in the sky, except for there's one over me right now.
Hopefully.
Hopefully no more snow. Hopefully we get nice, bright, sunny skies. It should make for a beautiful day. So we're gonna head off and we'll take you along.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
You, honey.
You too, thank you.
Thank you.
Morning.
All right, need a map?
Yes.
Please. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Yay, my maps.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now.
It took a little longer than we expected to get here, but apparently our first stop is going to be Old Faithful. We came into the park from the south entrance and we went left, which is west, and basically the first attraction there is Old Faithful. We wanted to save that for last, but it looks like we're going to probably start off with probably the most famous location first.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's so beautiful. Wow.
Steamy.
Very,
We thought we were going to have this place all to ourselves, and it's absolutely packed with campers and cars. That's crazy.
well, luckily we still have plenty of parking.
Looking steamy. So it looks like we have about 40 minutes to wait. We're going to go for a walk.
I lost my hat.
Yeah, that was pretty slippery.
It was like ice.
Blub, 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 blub.
I know.
Sulfide spring, that sounds
Oh, I can see it. The
probably
bubbles.
sulfury.
Yeah.
Settlers probably got here in the past and were like, oh, fresh water.
Nope.
Don't drink it. You can make tea with it. Yeah, you can hear it bubbling.
Oh, this is the special one.
Oh, it stinks.
Oh. We're
Oh.
in a stinky cloud.
That does not smell good at all. little bison friend is hanging out over there, so we're gonna go the opposite direction. We don't like getting close to them.
Nope.
They can all of a sudden become very aggressive and they will mess you up. We want to get back with plenty of time to see Old Faithful, so we're gonna do this loop the opposite direction to avoid him and all of the people. Very bright. Beehive geyser. Goes off every 10 hours to 5 days for about 5 minutes. I don't really like having bison this close, but I want to go see the geyser. He looks very distracted with his grass. Getting very wet.
It started without the indicator, which is really rare.
Well, now it's not gonna get us wet.
Okay, are you wet?
All right, I gotta go get to Old Faithful before I miss it. That's cool. First time I've ever seen a geyser. Definitely got soaked. Here's my bison friend again. That sounds promising. Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's how it works.
I was like, all I see is this thing.
Oh, I see the water. Wow.
Come on, we're gonna change direction.
Oh, there it is.
See it over here.
Holy cow.
Now you can see it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you can see it over here.
I was like, I got a little droplet.
Pretty awesome. That's a lot of water. That was Old Faithful. That was pretty cool.
It was kind of teasing us for a while with a little bit of water, but then it went, so that was cool.
Yeah, I guess it came a little later than is typical. But very impressive, lots of steam. We have a little bit of time left, so we're gonna go see what else we can see. This place does not disappoint. It's really, really beautiful. Such a unique landscape. And it's crazy to think that we're standing on top of a supermassive volcano. I can only imagine what it would have been like being an early settler out here and finding this. What a bizarre place. We're gonna have another close encounter of the bison kind. They seem to be pretty well mannered here, but I still don't like being very close to them. I'll be happy if he stays behind the trees. Stay there, bison. Yeah, he's just doing his thing. Stay over there, bison. See, they start walking towards you, and you just don't know if they're gonna like come running at you, if they're mad at you. I don't know. We've had our run-ins with wildlife, and we like to keep our distance.
We had our experience in Custer State Park. When he saw Scott, he got really aggressive and he wanted to kind of jump. So now when I see bison, I want to stay away.
I also had, I forget where we were. What was that national park we were in? It was in Colorado. I gotta think for a second. Rocky Mountain National Park in Colorado. I was just walking down the road trying to get a picture, and behind a tree there was a, I'm assuming an elk. Huge. He or she, I don't know, just gave me this look of like... So I kind of got the hint to get away, so I quickly retreated. So those animals like that, man, they can just ruin you. And they wouldn't even feel it. Throw you around like a rag doll. At least that bison's on the other side of the river. That's good. Yes. Kind of blows our mind that this is the middle of October. Feels more like January, maybe December.
As a kid, you always have this desire of try things and test things. So I see a lot of kids like making snowballs and throwing them right into the geysers. And I remember, I think when I was a kid, I would have done the same thing. But now as an adult, I'm like, it's just gonna melt. I know exactly what's gonna happen.
Also for me, I feel like I just want to leave it all alone.
Exactly.
I mean, I wonder how many millions of people a year come here.
And they were saying that you don't want to step away from the boardwalk because you may fall through.
Yeah, they're saying that underneath the ground there could be a thin crust of mud, and under that could be a boiling cauldron of water. So don't walk on it. In fact, just like this, right here. So if you didn't know when you were walking out there, that's hot water. Wow. We have our bison friend, he's waiting for us. He's gonna come try to trample me. No, just kidding. They do make me nervous, but they seem very calm unless you do something to provoke them. We just spent the last 2 hours walking around those boardwalks that are covered in snow and ice. And we kind of forget how exhausting it is to walk on snow.
It's super slushy, so you're like, keep going.
It's like walking in wet sand.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Me too.
I wanna go home.
Almost there.
We've heard a lot of that.
This is a fellow truck camper. Nice old 7.3 liter diesel Ford. An alarm going off. Nice Lance. Look at this Class C. The entire side of it comes out. That's awesome. A little bit bigger than our rig. All right, so we're gonna make our way to Grand Prismatic Spring, and we're gonna make sure we put everything away in the camper. My mouth isn't working well because it's cold.
Yes, me too, actually.
Making me slur a little bit. Camper's getting dirty. It's always dirty. Oh, my ice melted off. I had these nice ice formations down here.
Something happened?
My ice that was growing on the jacks,
Oh.
it melted off. I was hoping to get this big, like, icicle set up. All right, she'll finish up in there, and I'll get the truck going, and we're off to Grand Prismatic. 409 for diesel. We finally made it to Grand Prismatic, but boy, the traffic was crazy. We didn't really expect that. Slippery.
I know.
One way, it's really treacherous once you get right over in there.
All right, thank you.
Just to let you know.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's pretty icy. Woman just said that going around this is quite treacherous.
Really?
Very, very icy.
Slippery, yeah.
So let's go. Wow, it's super icy. All of this is packed down snow, and then it melted a little bit. Now it's refreezing, and it's like an ice skating rink. With the sun on there, that would be beautiful. It's just nothing but steam. Crazy, that's a lot of energy. The temperature has definitely dropped. It's feeling much colder now.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Should have brought our micro spikes.
I'm gonna walk like a penguin.
I'm gonna just shuffle my feet.
Like that?
Careful. If it was flat ice, it would be even easier, but this is like up and down, so every time you step, your feet want to slide one way or the other. Well, if it wasn't for the steam, I can definitely see some green in there.
Yeah. It looks like we're inside of the clouds.
It's over there, but I can't see it. This stuff's really fascinating though. It almost looks like plastic.
It does.
Sheets of white plastic.
Maybe that's what it is.
crunchy over here. Turquoise pool.
In the clouds.
Warm though.
I like it. Are you a train?
I am a foghorn.
Are you?
Oh, look at the sky over there. Incredible.
Wow.
Ice skating without ice skates.
Oh man, this is really good. I can't.
What a beautiful place. Brr, I'm frozen.
Yeah, I'm pretty cold too.
I'm tired. I'm completely ready to go home and eat dinner and
I'm
go home.
done.
Go to the nearest campsite.
Which is an hour away.
There's home right there.
Home sweet home.
Home sweet home. We just can't sleep here for the night. Well, my coat being like this will make it much easier to sit down.
So you actually did it on purpose? Is that?
Because I can't actually undo the zipper right now.
I know.
No, I'll take it off like, you know, over my head.
Yeah.
Instead of having to unzip my coat, look at that, it just spreads right open. It's perfect. All right, time to hit the road. It is, it's cold o'clock. It's almost 6 o'clock. Sun's gonna set in about 20 minutes or so. I kind of want to stay and record the sunset, but it is just brutally cold here. I think that's it for today. We'll head back to our camp and we'll see you in the morning. So we thought we were all done, but it just gets more and more beautiful. Check this out. Good morning, guys. It's another beautiful day in Yellowstone. I mean, just look at this. Full-time travel is not without its difficulties. I was smelling a little diesel earlier and I decided to check under the hood. It looks like my fuel filter cover is leaking a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but there's diesel fuel coming out around there, so I'm gonna get a socket. When we change the fuel filter, there's a little O-ring that comes with a new filter that you replace. It's possible that it got pinched, but my guess is it either vibrated free or it's just windy, or it's just not sealing properly. So I'll see if I have that in my bag of tricks. I have 11/16 and 3/4, 5/8. I don't think I have a wrench big enough. Nope, it's a big one. I have an adjustable, but I can't get it on there. I gotta do some digging and see if I can find something that I can use. I have another box of heavier duty stuff, and I just tried this, and it won't fit because of the design of the cover, but a strap wrench might help. Oh yeah, it's loose. Of course it's covered in diesel, so it's just slipping. Might have to put a rag on it. Got my paper towel here. Gonna use the paper towel over the filter to give this a little bit of traction. It's actually worse. It just slips. So instead, I'm gonna clean the diesel fuel off the strap. And then I'll wipe down the cover. I say this is not the most comfortable place to lay down. It's also very hot. I was reading in the forums that apparently it's fairly common for these to come loose. I've never had it happen until now. I think when I get into town, I'll stop at a hardware store or parts store and get the appropriate sized wrench. It looks like it's like a, maybe, it's bigger than 7/8, maybe 1 1/16, something like that. I remember when I was cleaning out my garage, I had the strap wrench. I'm like, I can't imagine I would need it, but it might come in handy, and boy did it. I'd say that's tight enough until I can get into town. All right, I think that's good. Sasha is making some breakfast. I tightened it.
Tighten what?
The fuel filter cover.
Oh, was it broken? Or
Just loose.
Okay.
So I need to go into town and get a normal size wrench when we're there.
Okay.
I did it with a strap wrench, which is one of those tools that I've had the entire trip but never needed until today in the middle of Yellowstone.
Yeah.
So it was nice to be prepared.
Yeah.
What did you make for me, honey?
Well.
Look at all of this. Our pan is dying. We need a new pan. It's like 3 years old. We use it between once and twice a day, so.
It smells like diesel.
My hands smell like diesel.
Yeah. Gross.
Well, this isn't a bad view for lunch, huh? Last night we were completely exhausted and we didn't record anymore. We just went home, so to speak. We went back to our campsite and that was pretty much it for the night. This is our last day in the park. We're gonna head out, so we'll show you whatever we come across. We're going on the eastern side of the park this time. We're gonna try to get the big stuff out of the way and then maybe come back in the spring or summer.
With some warmer weather and hopefully do some more hikes.
Exactly, that would be nice. So we got to see it in the winter. It's very nice, but I'm looking forward to coming back in the summer.
Me too.
All right, time to eat. All right, we have our lunch done.
Lunch and breakfast?
We'll put,
Brunch?
yeah, it really is. Lunch fest? Brunch?
I'll go with brunch.
Brunch. So we're gonna hit the road again. What an amazing view. Should probably put my tools away, huh?
Well, unfortunately, our diesel leaking issue has gotten significantly worse.
So I gotta figure that out now.
I didn't go very tight with it, but something's wrong. It's coming out of there pretty hard.
Get my tools and check it out.
Well, I don't really know.
So it looked like it was coming from the back. I'm gonna see if I can feel anything wrong with the gasket, the O-ring. I do not have a spare O-ring, so I'm gonna make the best of this one. The fact that it just started leaking is curious to me. It was this morning, it was loose, but then I tightened it, and I didn't tighten it tight enough, but then it made the leak worse. So I'm wondering if the fuel filter housing has got a crack in it. Well, I would say take it off, clean it, put it back together, and hope that it doesn't leak. Luckily we have a fairly full tank of fuel, but I don't want to be dripping diesel fuel for the next 150 miles. I really don't want to call a tow truck. Even though we are on official roads and we have 200 miles of towing, they don't like truck campers. The cover of that says 35 Newton meters, and I need to know foot-pounds because I don't think in Newton meters. Yeah, 25 foot-pounds. I did less than that. I don't think I can get 25 foot-pounds out of this strap wrench. Old Faithful has a service center, so they might have some tools. I think I'm not gonna go super tight on it. And I wanna see if it leaks again. If it leaks again, I might have to go loose on it. Let me climb underneath and take a look. Well, it's not actively dripping. It's definitely slowed down, but everything's covered in diesel fuel, so I can't really see if it's dripping a little bit. We should probably get moving. Every time we stop, I'm gonna check it. Luckily, it's not broken. I think the O-ring might just be bad. The leak seems to be under control. It might be weeping or dripping a little bit, but it's not pouring out like it was a couple minutes ago, which is weird. So either there's something in the gasket, or as I tightened the gasket, did something to the housing. I'm not really sure, but I think the answer to that might be a slightly less tight cap. A couple hours away from Bozeman, Montana, where they have like auto parts stores and all of that stuff. So I might have to go there and do a emergency filter change. It was pouring out. It was just whoosh.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, on the road.
We made it to the mud volcano.
And the diesel leak seems to be under control. I haven't seen it leaking at all since we left. It's been about a half an hour. And the one thing that we can't really show you is how bad it smells here. It stinks.
It's much worse than the other side of the park. This smell is really, 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 really strong.
It's like rotten food, rotten mud, mixed with sulfur and steam. So
Absolutely
it's
gross.
Gross. It's like a pot of boiling trash.
Disgusting.
Really cool, but stinky.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane.
This reminds me of something out of Jurassic Park, or like an old dinosaur cartoon where it's prehistoric and early Earth.
And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within.
Stinky, stinky, stinky.
Something that I'm not going to be missing about Yellowstone is the smell.
No, I didn't anticipate that.
Beautiful area, but wow.
I think it's, for whatever reason, the humidity of the smell makes it even worse. It's not
true.
pleasant. It's cool though, absolutely cool. Fascinating volcanic activity.
Look at the colors of that moss. That's crazy. It's so green.
Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other.
So we just took a little detour. We're at Artist Point on Yellowstone's Grand Canyon. Very, very, very jagged. So steep. Didn't expect that. Quite a view.
Beautiful.
So this was definitely out of our way, and we didn't know what to expect, but it was totally worth it. Such a beautiful view.
It's an amazing spot. If you ever go to Yellowstone, make sure to stop here. You won't regret it.
Mammoth Hot Springs now, and the sun is going down. So this is probably gonna be our last stop. It's 5:30, and we're beat. It's been a long day. Ugh.
What?
There's actually an elk right at the stairs.
Oh, that's why.
I don't know if we can make it up there. Oh, look at a little whipped crack, I think. Just eating some grass.
There you go.
If he comes this way, folks, that was gonna, let's give some more space to see.
Yeah.
You don't know which way he's gonna run.
What's that?
You said we could walk up the trail as long as we're careful?
I did right now? This trail? No, I didn't say that. Oh, okay. No, I didn't say that.
So it looks like this trail is going to be probably closed for a little while. Maybe we can go drive back up. And there's a road that's closed, but he said that we can just park and walk in. And apparently the two loop trails
They connect.
they connect together. So I think we're
That's
going to go
cool.
try that because we're going to lose the sun very shortly.
That's an Elk Jam?
An elk jam?
Yeah.
Is that like raspberry jam?
Don't think so.
Some elk jam?
Some Elk Jam.
So this last section of the road has been pretty bumpy. But that last section coming down is nice and twisty. Awesome mountain roads.
Beautiful. Oh, that's the terraces.
This is what he was saying. All right, so we can just park
And then go.
and walk in.
That's perfect.
Try not to drive over them.
Hopefully our second attempt will be more successful.
So he didn't really say, are we supposed to walk around the road or are we supposed to walk on the path? I think we'll take this trail, but it's all ice.
You want to do the road instead?
Probably. I
try
think
this.
so. Let's do the road. I don't know, let's go this way. We don't know what we're doing.
I think there are people that will be following our bad example.
You got the mountains in the distance. Are we in Switzerland?
Oh, there's more elk.
Where?
They are walking like on the road. Look.
Oh yeah. Well, we're not going that way.
Some elk over
There's
there.
elk.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want to be too close to them.
Yeah.
Well, it's feeding time. It's like, this is
Yeah,
when they're
that's-
active.
This is what they do.
So let's go up here.
Maybe there's elk there. See all the elk in the park, right?
All right, so this is not meant to be mean or negative, but far too many people we've seen approaching wildlife, trying to get up and take pictures with them.
Well,
Super
because
dangerous.
I think a lot of people don't really realize that it's wild and it's dangerous.
People think it's like a zoo and that the animals are tame and that someone's gonna take care of them.
Stay away. Wow. Oh man, that's so pretty.
I thought it was snow.
It's not, yeah.
Did you read anything about it? I think it's like calcite deposits or something like that.
Yeah.
Something crystalline. Getting dark.
It's cold.
All right, so we're the little blue dot. We think we can make it around this loop and hopefully we'll hit all those spots along the way. All right, we made it to what is apparently the top of this loop. Pretty steep. And this is our view. Pretty amazing place. We're gonna lose the sun soon, but it looks so beautiful right now. Nice little walking adventure to finish off our time in Yellowstone. I kind of like it.
Me too. This park is definitely on my list to go back to in the summertime.
Yeah, I would say 2 days is not nearly enough. So it's a little bit longer than we expected. It's a pretty long loop, actually. We're almost halfway.
Not too bad.
No elk yet. Whole thing is just weeping with water and steam. We're gonna keep going. I don't like seeing that sun going down.
I'm kind of voting for going back. Yeah,
We just did this loop. I think it's gonna be shorter to go that way.
Well, let's keep going then.
Let's just keep going. We're almost there. Probably pick up the pace. Gurgle, gurgle. We have like 15 minutes of sunlight left. At least before it passes those mountains and we lose the reflection, so.
Yeah.
Time to head back. The last 3 days have been absolutely crazy.
But we'll get some exercise done.
Got some exercise, I got to see a lot of amazing stuff.
And elk.
But we're losing the sun over here.
We better keep walking.
So pretty though. All right, guys, we're cold, tired, and hungry.
And it's getting dark and late.
And the battery's about to die. So I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching this series. We hope you liked it.
See you in the next video.
Bye. Oh, it stinks so bad.
Yes. Those are big, 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 big animals. Okay, that's okay.